All right, greetings. Good evening. Mark Dixon here. It is 9:30 on Wednesday evening in the Channel 3 First Alert Forecast Center with tonight's First Alert Weather Extra. Now, today across Connecticut, not as cold as yesterday as well, not as windy. The breeze that was up today is going to persist for the next couple of days, but overall, temperatures, generally speaking, still running a little bit below average. Normal high is 53 for today in the Hartford area. We're going to be below that. With the exception, once over this weekend, we're going to see some relatively milder air briefly move in with some wet weather, and then that's going to be moving out. So overall, again, temperatures running a little bit below average with the breeze, especially over the next couple of days that will make that air feel a bit chillier. Something we're monitoring tonight, of course, also the Northern Lights. Quite a spectacular view last night across Connecticut, even as far south as, say, even like Oklahoma. I talked to my parents, and it was the buzz about town in Tulsa. So we've got this geomagnetic storm, the intensity, much like it was last night, that if it were not for cloud cover, we'd perhaps have great viewing. But the hiccup, the conundrum, is the cloud cover. So beyond the clouds, we could potentially see the Northern Lights again from here in Connecticut. And if you perhaps are able to capture a view of the Northern Lights, if you get some breaks in the clouds and are able to see those, of course, share those pictures with us. Weather3 at WFSB.com is the email address, or you can easily do so through the Channel 3 First Alert Weather app. So anything you can see and share would be certainly welcome. Excited to see what happens across Connecticut tonight. We just have to get this cloud cover out of here. And you can see the clouds have been fairly prevalent. In fact, producing some rain and snow showers earlier. We had some flakes flying. Jeb and Colebrook reported some flakes, sending a little video of the scene there. Not accumulating, and obviously that little band of showers and sprinkles and flurries diminished as it reached and then passed the 91 corridor. So we could see some partial clearing, but overall we're not going to see abundant clearing, which would certainly be ideal on a night like tonight. And you can actually see upstream off to our west and northwest in New York and eastern parts of Pennsylvania, a couple more showers or sprinkles that are ongoing. So it doesn't look great for us tonight, unfortunately. But tonight, compared to last night, we are up temperature-wise 5 to nearly 10 degrees, milder along the shoreline especially. And current temperatures along the 95 corridor up between 45 and 50. But farther inland, and these temperatures really have not been moving much. We're in the low 40s inland, and we've got some upper 30s across northwestern Connecticut. So we've got a little bit of a breeze. That wind is out of the west, 5 to 10, 10 to 15 miles an hour, and that is making it feel just a little bit chillier. Here's a look at current wind chill values. Feeling like freezing, 32 in Salisbury, 39 in Hartford, 34 right now in Waterbury. So speaking of Waterbury, take you to our ICAM there. West-southwest wind at 8. But this is a live picture. You can see the cars moving. Trees really aren't swaying much in that wind. So when the wind is up, it makes you feel a little bit chillier. I know today earlier in the afternoon I was out when the breeze was not happening and we had some rays of sunshine. It felt pretty good. But when you factor in the wind and, again, some of that cloud cover, feeling a bit chillier. So there's our view from Hartford to New Haven. We've got the clouds overhead, 50 again, the Elm City. Our view from southeast Connecticut, from New London, currently 45 in the Groton, New London area, and a little bit farther east there into Mystic. You can see the trees swaying around a little bit there in that breeze. So a check of First Alert Live radar. We are essentially dry all across Connecticut right now. Still monitoring off to our west and northwest. Again, a couple showers moving northeastern Pennsylvania, across parts of New York. So overnight tonight, maybe a brief sprinkle, or otherwise we're just primarily overcast. We could see a little bit more in the way of clearing getting underway as we head toward daybreak tomorrow. So we've got this area of low pressure to our north swinging through. And temperature-wise, again, nothing too notable here. The worst of the cold and the wind from yesterday that prompted our First Alert Weather Day, because it was the coldest air in 7 months, and that wind made it feel even colder. Well, nothing like that is coming again anytime soon. Again, for the weekend, we do have some changes on the way with regard to the timing of some wet weather and a brief surge of some some milder air. So for tonight, by daybreak, we should see some at least decreasing cloud cover. It is going to be a milder night, 35 to 40 inland, upper 30s, low 40s along the 95 corridor. And here's the wind gust trend for tomorrow. West-northwesterly, kind of ramping up late morning through the afternoon, gusts around 20 miles an hour. So nothing too terribly strong, but it will make it feel a little bit cooler when that wind is up. We have highs tomorrow. We're forecasting them to peak those temperatures between 45 and 50 inland, low 50s along the Connecticut coastline. So a chance for an isolated shower, but most of the time is dry. Then for Friday, certainly a dry end of the week. See a blend of sun and clouds through the afternoon after a fairly bright start. Now, Friday will be down a couple degrees compared to tomorrow temperature-wise, and the wind basically the same. Late morning through the afternoon, gusts up to just around 20 miles an hour. So the fact that we've got that breeze, those wind gusts tomorrow as well as for Friday, not perfect for raking leaves, but not horrible either. So I heard my neighbors, the blowers were out today. People were doing what they could to try to move those leaves, collect them. So good luck to those who try. Friday Night Football, our game of the week. We've got Tolland at Bloomfield, temperatures dropping from the 40s into the 30s. So you'll need a jacket, but nothing out of the ordinary for a Friday night in November in Connecticut. All right, the next big thing that we're tracking, and we've had weekend showers in our first alert forecast. It is the timing that is notable, perhaps favorable, because the rain looks to come Saturday night while most of us are sleeping. Late Saturday, wrapping up early Sunday. And we do have some warmer air that's going to move in just briefly. So I do want to show you actually what we're expecting for the weekend. We'll get to that in Futurecast in just a moment. So in the meantime, tomorrow, again, an isolated shower. Upper 40s, if not low 50s. Couple degrees cooler on Friday. We'll end the week dry. And then for Saturday, we're looking good for outdoor activities, including UConn's final home game at the Rent in East Hartford. We'll start off with some sunshine and a cold start as well, with temperatures in the 20s. So if you're going to be heading out to that game, doing some tailgating during the morning, temperatures initially in the 30s. And then by kickoff at noon, we're up into around 41 degrees and trend even milder thereafter. Now, the wind, fortunately, Saturday we get a break from that, so it shouldn't be a big factor, but temps in the 30s and 40s still will require an extra layer, especially if you're tailgating. Heading out to that game, you're going to be outside for a prolonged period of time. So here's the setup. We've got high pressure in control initially Saturday morning. That's why we'll have a clear sky and a calmer wind. But then as high pressure moves away to our south, we've got this developing area of low pressure that's going to swing across New England. So it's going to bring an increase in cloud cover on Saturday. And then Saturday night, our best chance for some showers. And then by Sunday morning, any lingering rain is winding down, and then we'll see some partial clearing thereafter. Now, while we get a break from the wind on Saturday, it returns on Sunday. As low pressure moves away and high pressure builds in, it'll be a northwesterly wind sending some relatively cooler air into Connecticut. So we've got that chance for morning showers early Sunday, otherwise breezy. And the temperatures that we're forecasting there, between 50 and 55, those forecast highs could actually be achieved fairly early in the day, in the middle of the morning. And then we could see, with the change in wind direction, cooler air arrive during the afternoon. So we'll go from the 50s into the 40s. And then next week, you can see a continuation. Again, more of the same. Highs running below average. Normal highs in the low 50s. We're forecasting 45 to 50. Breezy Monday. Less windy, less breezy on Tuesday. And also trending brighter Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. So all in all, again, temperatures running a little bit below average. The one exception is Sunday, and that is tied to that storm system bringing some wet weather to Connecticut Saturday night into Sunday morning. All right, if this is your first time joining us here on WFSB Plus or on YouTube on our channel there, thank you for tuning in and checking us out. These first alert weather extras happen on weekdays, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then again at 9:30 in the evening. Of course, coming up next, we've got Eyewitness News at 10 o'clock on the Wax, and then over on Channel 3 at 11.